Knowledge is power, but that knowledge isn't just about all of the external facts and opinions you can gather from the interwebs. The most transformative knowledge comes from your intuition. And that is the topic for today's episode. Today, we are doing one of my favorite types of episodes, which is a purpose and power meditation. I'm going to walk you through some energy alignment techniques, and then we're going to dive into an actual meditation you can use anytime you are feeling like you need to tap in to your focus and intuition. All right, let's go.
Welcome to the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast with Alea Harris. This is the place where you and your fellow empire-building entrepreneurs come to vanquish the burnout monster and boost your glow and cash flow with energy alignment techniques and tried and true marketing strategies. Since 7 figures won't get itself, hit that subscribe button and never miss out on your chance to skyrocket profits, tap into your intuition, and manifest your dreams. And now, your host, Powerhouse Story Brand Certified Guide, award-winning marketer, bioenergetic business coach, and Japanese whiskey lover, Alea Harris.
So, you may feel like intuition is a gift you never received. Everyone else out there seems to get strong gut feelings or these tinglings that they can follow. And you maybe don't feel like that's you. Or on the other side, you are a highly sensitive person, an empath, and you feel like everything is intuitive and it's a little bit difficult to discern what direction to go in because you feel bombarded by energetic information and sometimes even psychic attacks. Depending on what side of this spectrum you are on, you would either need to ramp up your intuition or learn how to focus it. The good thing is that in this episode, we're going to talk about both because truly it's all about trust and discernment. Focus and intuition, first of all, have nothing to do with you. I don't know if you've heard any other episode besides this episode of the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast, but there's a theme here that we like to talk about where it's really not about you. Focus and intuition are about you connecting with your grandest, highest self, connecting with spirit, connecting with the universe. It's not about you inserting your opinion. And that can be really difficult, especially if you feel like you don't have an intuition to follow or you feel like you're getting signs from everywhere. Tapping into that connection will allow you to develop your intuition and hone in some of those informative signals that you're getting from all of the different places. Even if you feel like you don't have intuition, might I just tell you to relieve your doubt that everyone has it. If you are a human being, a spirit here having a human experience, you are intuitive. You have intuition. The key is to tap into yourself and have your profound knowing help you manifest your goals. If you are in alignment with your intuition and you're focused, everything tends to switch to the positive. The way you view life, the way you handle challenges, and the way you interact with others comes from a place of contentment. No matter what, you will use intuition to remain in complete alignment with yourself, in alignment with that knowing. Belief is very difficult. Being a believer, having faith is very difficult. It is necessary, but my goodness, does it require a lot of self-control, pep talks, and perhaps some meditative music because you need to really get into convincing yourself that what you don't see or know is true. The beautiful thing about intuition is that it taps into an inner knowing. I tell people that I don't need to believe in God or believe in spirit because I know them to exist. I know them to be working things out for my highest good. It's a deep, grounded sense of knowing. When you are tapped into your intuition, you experience that knowing and belief becomes obsolete. Now, is that knowing on all levels and all things? Not necessarily. I still have to tap into my belief in lots of areas. But when I got over the hurdle of questioning, oh, is spirit real? Oh, is what's happening in the realms that I can't see physically a real thing? When I had that sense of knowing about that, things tended to come a little bit more easily. And I did have a more positive perspective on life. Through the inevitable trials of entrepreneurship, you will feel generally upbeat and optimistic if your intuition is in alignment because you will have your eyes on the bigger picture. So, rattling off some things to keep in mind if you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds like me. This probably means you are, in fact, in alignment with your intuition. You have strong gut feelings that have positive results when you act on them. That's key. They're not just strong gut feelings and you run yourself into the ground, but they actually have positive results. You feel connected to the universe. You might have an occasional tingling or warmth between your eyebrows. You have active imagination sessions and visualization. You engage in self-reflection. You can see the bigger picture, and maybe you've even developed a sixth sense. All of those are great ways to know that you are in alignment with your intuition. Now, if you're like, none of that sounds like me, let's talk about what it looks like when you are out of alignment. This is probably when you are frazzled, you are out of touch with your intuition, and you most likely experience an inner protest about not getting what you want. Think about it as like your inner 2-year-old just not having a good day, just throwing a tantrum inside your head. You have this silent raging against the machine, and the machine is you. Everything feels like a conflict. Everything feels like a fight. Everything feels like a struggle. You are contracted into yourself. You aren't able to see significant business opportunities because you are too busy fighting your inner fight. Your focus and intuition are blocked, my friend, if that sounds like you. And you're probably, self-love moment, kind of a killjoy. People probably don't want to be around you very much because you feel like you're all over the place. You don't feel balanced or centered, and that can even throw other people off. Unfortunately, people don't want to do business with someone who is always bringing them down. If you feel like you have inner conflict, disconnected, a lack of direction, a lack of long-range vision or goals, an underactive imagination, you're negative all the time, you have an intense sensitivity to light, you have insomnia, or you binge eat or eat a lot of processed foods. Yes, I know that's a very wide-ranging list, but those are all clues that your focus and intuition could be off. Lucky for you, not only are we going to have a meditation that will help you bring your intuition back into balance, but I have a strategy. I have a little recalibration strategy for you. In fact, I have two. The first is learning how to listen to your body. Your intuition, people think, lives only maybe in your gut or in your third eye or in a spark of genius that you get in the shower. But actually, your intuition is a full body experience. And the more you become in tune with yourself through active meditation, you will start to notice the subtle changes in your body. When are things right? What does a full body yes feel like? What does a full body no feel like? And then you can use that information to make more informed decisions. So, before you have a decision to make, you're going to hold the image of that decision in your mind, of that choice, what that means for you in your mind. And you're going to ask if that choice is for the highest good of all. Then you'll just sit and scan your body quickly. Pay attention to your stomach, your head, your throat, your chest, your shoulders. Do you feel relaxed and free or tight and constricted? Spoiler alert, if you feel tight and constricted, it's not the right decision, right? Use your body to guide you. You might, if you are very in tune, you might hear a still small voice that says, no, run, or yes, do it. But it usually comes even more clearly when you use your body as a tool. You can even do this and you can stand up and say, okay, I'm very relaxed. I'm standing up. My eyes are closed. I have this clear picture. And you will say, is this for your highest good? And you can feel your body move forward or backwards. Before you do that, you might want to say, okay, what does yes feel like? And maybe that moves your body forward. What does no feel like? And maybe that moves your body backwards. That's another way of determining your intuition and your connection with spirit. You don't have to let intuition be a cerebral experience. Get out of your head and into your body. The next thing that you can do to develop your intuition is to write it out. Create your vision statement. What do you want to be known for? Sometimes you need to give your intuition a pathway to follow. If you're just kind of all over the place and you're running willy-nilly, your intuition is trying to figure it out and point you in multiple directions, but it's not giving you clear responses because you're not giving it clear direction. Think about the problem you solve, how you solve it with your own personal puzzles, and what your financial goals are. Write your vision statement. It could be a 1 to 2 sentence vision statement. It could be a little mini paragraph. But if it's short, it could be even more powerful. You're going to say, we will, or I will put in, and then you put in the motivation in a certain time frame by doing a certain set of services because you'll have this benefit to clients. So let me give you an example. We will generate $2 million of revenue in 2022 by creating targeted coaching solutions for service-based small businesses because we believe passionate entrepreneurs deserve to turn their talent into treasure. Boom. That vision statement, if you repeat it to yourself daily, you put it on your mirror, you share it with your team, that statement will allow you to say, okay, am I making decisions that will get me here? Now, intuition, now you have a clear goal to hit. Are we hitting it? Are we moving in that direction? I encourage you, if you want to get more recalibration techniques for focus, intuition, or any of the abundance keys or chakras that we go over here on the Flourishing Entrepreneur podcast, download our recalibration guide at flourishmarketing.co/recalibrate. You can get what I've mentioned already on this episode in more robust written format, as well as getting the rest of the guide so that you can get your full body in alignment. Now that we have dived into the recalibration strategies, I want to give you your mantra for today. Mantras are great to repeat to yourself, to allow yourself to remember what you're doing and why you're here, and to focus your energy for a day, a month, a lifetime. The mantra for this episode is, I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. Say it with me. I trust my inner wisdom. I trust my inner wisdom. After you do the recalibration exercises, and maybe after you listen and participate in the Purpose and Power guided meditation that we are about to get into, make sure you repeat that mantra to yourself throughout the day to tap into your intuition and follow it so that you can turn believing into knowing. You can turn confusion into clarity, all by connecting and tapping into your focus and intuition. Okay, now we are going to head into our guided Purpose and Power meditation. I'll see you here in just a minute.
This episode is brought to you by Bioenergetic Business Coaching by Flourish Marketing. Do you wake up feeling tired? You can't build your empire if you're cranky and exhausted. If you're fed up with fighting a losing battle against the burnout monster, it's time to fix the root causes of your issues and get aligned. Turn up the wattage on your glow and cash flow with effective business strategies. Bioenergetic Business Coaching is for growth-getting entrepreneurs who know they need to make a change to see better results and reach their goals. If you want to unblock your energy and unleash abundance, head to www.flourishmarketing.co/coaching to become a client. Now's your chance to step into the role of CEO, Chief Energy Officer, and flourish in business and life. Go to www.flourishmarketing.co/coaching to get started.
Let us begin by closing our eyes and feeling ourselves in this space. If you're sitting, feel your bottom on the chair, your feet on the floor, your back on the rest of the chair. Relax your shoulders, relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and allow your breathing to be steady and even. Father, Mother, God, we ask for the light. We ask for the highest, purest form of light to surround, fill, and protect us now for the highest good. As we connect with the light, we ask for you to help us tap into the connection with you and our higher self. We ask you to help us now tap into our intuition. I want you to draw your attention now to your third eye, the space that is located between your eyebrows. Send love to that space. Allow it to be filled with light. Send energy to that space. Recognize it as the connection point between you and spirit. Feel it as it is on your forehead, but it goes all the way through into the center of your head and illuminates the middle of your mind, your brain, and activates neural synapses and neurological pathways that connect you with you and you with spirit. As you draw your attention to that third eye, you might begin to feel your forehead tingle. You may feel a pressure. That's so good. That is you opening up to your intuition. I want you to imagine now a closed rosebud on your forehead, just perched in between your eyebrows, located in the location of your third eye, the location of your intuitive center. This rosebud represents your capacity to receive intuitive information in a clear way. As it is closed, you have a limited capacity. Let's open that rosebud. Imagine each petal unfurling, opening, widening, expanding. And as the rose expands to a beautiful, lush bed of petals on your forehead, you feel your connection with spirit also open and expand. Allow light to come in and out of the middle of that rose. Allow the light, the highest, purest form of light that only comes from spirit, to connect with you, through you, to you, for you. This open, blossoming rose allows you to visualize the expansion of your spirit and the clarity of your intention and connection. This rose is vibrant and alive, just like your connection with spirit is vibrant and alive at all times. There is no need to connect or reconnect. You are always connected, always tapped in to your focus and intuitive space as long as you draw your awareness to it. Sit and feel the light, the download of information, the upload of worries and desires and wishes to spirit, and allow the guidance to happen. As you sit and you maintain this sense of connection, you will become aware of what your next steps are. As you enter into movement, as you leave from this meditation and you go into your day, continue your awareness of this flower and pay attention to what the possibilities are around you and how the universe is showing you the way. Leave your flower open, protected in light, communicating light in and to and through you. This is how you build your empire. Not through sheer will or willpower, but through connection, focus, and intuition. As you leave that rose petal and you leave your intuition open, I invite you to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, flutter your eyelids open, and rejoin me here back on this podcast episode.
This episode is brought to you by Own It, the energy-centered monthly membership program you need to build your thriving six-figure empire in 12 months without feeling burned out, overwhelmed, or lost. After having reached 6 figures in 5 months, Alea created Own It because she discovered the only way to leave a legacy of abundance is to own your business instead of it owning you. Ditch the guesswork and hustle mentality that lead to daunting 18-hour days, missed family dinners, and stress-induced rashes. In Own It, you will join a supportive community of your fellow empire builders to take a holistic, step-by-step approach to craft a flourishing business and life via proven marketing frameworks, money-making business strategy, and centering alignment techniques. To join, head over to www.flourishmarketing.co/own-it. Your life has a greater purpose beyond the struggle. Join Own It today at www.flourishmarketing.co/own-it.
Thank you for joining me in this Purpose and Power guided meditation episode all about focus and intuition. I hope that you have learned how to tap more into your intuition, and you can replay this guided meditation as many times as you need to continue to tap in and to develop your connection with spirit. Remember, spirit is always there for you. Spirit is available in the middle of the night, in the early morning, through your tears, through the sunshine, through the rain. Your intuition is an unfailable source for you. All you have to do is to be aware of it and tap into your intuition. Until next time, my name is Alea Harris. This is the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast, and I am sending you lots of love, light, and abundance. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Flourishing Entrepreneur Podcast with Alea Harris. Dive into the show notes at www.flourishmarketing.co/podcast and connect with Alea at Flourishing Entrepreneur on Instagram. Vibing with what you hear? Leave a 5-star review to spread the love, and be sure to click subscribe. From the entire Flourish Marketing team, we wish you love, light, and abundance. See you next time.